Greetings. This speech will cover the social and political impact Abbie Hoffman left. An interesting and clever-minded man named Abbie Hoffman, who went by Abbie with an IE, was a born troublemaker on November 30th, 1936, and most definitely had every personality trait of the ninth astrology sign, Sagittarius. From him earning degrees in psychology in both Barnes University and the University of California, to him going underground by getting plastic surgery done to his nose to hide his well-known appearance because he had got arrested from charges of selling cocaine in 1973. He grew up in the North and in the South and in both black and white neighborhoods and working class and middle class families, with Catholic, Jewish, and Protestant parents, a father named John Hoffman and a mother named Florence. In his autobiography, he explained that in June 1953, when he was just 16 years of age, he had wrote an interesting paper on that questioned the concept of supreme being. Abbie argued that there really couldn't be a God, because if there was a God, then he would dispense the rewards and punishment fairly. At the time, his teacher, Mr. Brooks, had tore up the paper and Abbie instantly tackled him. So-called, he was the first Jew in the high school to get expelled. As you can presume, this wasn't Abbie Hoffman's first or last time fighting for what he believed in. The common denominator in all what him and his friends believed in and protested for wasn't for race, class, geography, or even religion, but the Vietnam War in the American economic and political system. He was an American political and social activist that co-founded the Youth International Party, the Yippies, a leading proponent of the Flower Power movement as well. Him and his organization helped to create a popular culture that defied the old Hollywood system, the music industry, and the literacy lighting. However, their misleading images have become the very party that they confronted somehow. Abbie was an uncommon celebrity that fashioned himself into a junior icon and American revolutionary. By 1966, he got himself into the drug lifestyle and began involving himself in counterculture politics as well, with others with the same beliefs, and had created the Youth International Party, DNPs, as I explained before. That is a political group with no official memberships or leadership. On August 24th, 1967, he leads a big group to the activists into the gallery of the New York Stock Exchange, in other words, the NYSE. In protest of capitalism, the Vietnam War, and assorted the crimes of the establishment, they threw fistfuls of cash, mostly fake, and towards the trading floor, tricking the traders into a pathetic scramble of cash. The New York Stock Exchange installs barriers in the galleries to prevent such interference in the future. Most definitely have made a mark. A couple of months later, during the October March on Washington, Abbie is in charge of the group trying to levitate the Pentagon. Abbie is a key figure in some of the most important political trials of the century. In 1968, Hoffman is one of the Chicago 7 activists. Matter of fact, this is how I heard of him on Netflix, a movie called Chicago 7. He just was one of the characters that stood out to me and had such a humor. And during the Chicago 7, they was inciting riots at the Democratic National Convention. And in the movie, they also was talking about race, even though that's not what he protested, but it would got different sides of both black and white problems at the time. Later that year, after the Chicago 7, Abbie was arrested of charge of wearing a shirt resembling the USA flag. On April 12, 1989, Hoffman was sadly found dead in his apartment. This covered the social and political impact that Abbie that Abbie Hoffman loves. Thank you.